Reconciliation requires action. So remember what reconciliation is. It's connecting. Take your two hands, please. Connect it like this. Interlock your fingers. That's reconciliation. That's the picture. So when you're reconciled, you're tight. Squeeze those fingers together. You're tight. The bond is tight. That's reconciliation. Now, how do we model it across racial, ethnic, cultural lines? I know you love your fingers. You can let them go now. But how do you model them across ethnic, racial, and cultural lines? Because that's what Jesus is calling us to do. The first lesson is this. Reconciliation requires action. See, the lawyer wanted to just have answers, but not action. He wanted academic answers. Who is my neighbor? He didn't really want to do anything. He wanted to justify his narrow definition of neighbor and the limits of his love. Jesus was saying, no, 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 no. And he asked him at the end of the parable, he says to him, he said, which of these men did the right thing? Which of these men showed themselves neighborly? And the lawyer is saying, yeah, the one who showed mercy. Yeah, you have the answer right. Jesus says, now go and do it. And there's a big difference between knowing something academically and doing something action-wise. It was a couple of years ago. At the end of one of the services at East Campus, this lady came up to me, and she was excited. She said, Pastor, I just want to let you know, I just finished my MBA. It's my third master's. I finished my MBA. I have a master's in science. I did a master's even in divinity in your field. I said, that's great. She said, I'm going for my terminal degree right now. I said, do you work? She said, no, I've been in school all my life. I said, let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. I celebrate all those things, but let me ask you a question. She said, go ahead, ask. I said, when are you going to do something? Now, I'm not knocking education. I'm a schoolman. But the bottom line is, you can't just amass knowledge. You got to take all that knowledge that you have and put it into practice. And so, what Jesus was telling the lawyer is this, that reconciliation requires action. It's not just feeling something passionate. It's having action to support the feeling.